Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mediocre Reviews and Awesome Brews. I'm your host Tony, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer for you. It's Heavy Seas Mutiny Fleet. I'm not sure if I can get the name right, but it's their Hop Harvest. This year it's a fresh hop porter. I guess it changes every year. I'm not really familiar with this beer. But the picture's pretty cool. It's the American Gothic done with skulls, got an eye patch, and this is the what is that called? Like a brewer's spatula that they traditionally used to stir the brew. Let's see here. It says Hop Harvest Ale is designed to showcase the special flavors derived from our locally grown Maryland wet hops. The 2011 version is a 5% ABV porter, and we hope you enjoy the unique profile that comes from the freshly harvested hops. And it also says, sailors tell stories, pirates make legends. Well, I certainly hope this is going to be a legendary beer. And this is from information online, this is a mid-September beer, and it is currently September 18th today, so I guess this is going to be as fresh as it gets, unless it came straight out of the barrel after brewing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get it in the glass. I'm just going to go ahead and use a snifter so I can get everything I can out of it. Ooh, man, I got a nice whiff of some citrus from the hops in there. Wow. This is an extremely dark brown beer. Really no light getting through. There is some red around the edges, of course. It poured almost a half a finger worth of a nice sort of light tan color head. Dissipating extremely quick. Let's go ahead and get a nose on it, guys. Oh wow, tons of citrusy hops. Fairly sweet smelling, like a sweet orange. Perhaps hints of lime as well. Smells very, very inviting. Not getting any roasted malt in the nose at all. Tell you what, it definitely smells fresh and hoppy. Well, let's go ahead and get a taste on it, guys. Cheers. Well, right off the bat, I get slight hints of citrus, hops, and a lot of carbonation on the tongue, and then that citrus flavor does escalate. And as I'm talking, it is getting a slightly bit more bitter. But so far, I'm really not getting. It's a fairly thin mouthfeel, which a lot of porters tend to have. So far I'm not getting tons of any type of roasted malt. It's primarily a citrus flavor from the hops and that really nice hop bitterness. It's not overpowering like an IPA, but I mean it is borderline, to be honest. But it's fresh out of the fridge. Let me take about 20-30 minutes, let it warm up, maybe a little bit longer than that, and be right back with you guys. I think this is going to warm up and really develop into something nice, because I can kind of sense some flavors wanting to come out, but just aren't quite there yet. So give me a few minutes, I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, I'm back. I originally intended on letting it warm up for maybe another 30 minutes or so, but I took a sip about a minute or so before I decided to turn the camera on, and to me it really hadn't developed much, so I went ahead and let it warm up for another 25 minutes or so. Right now it's been out of the fridge for about an hour. I've not had a sip of it since about that 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and take a drink of it now. Well, let me go ahead and get a nose on it and see if anything developed there in the nose. Right now I'm still getting just tons of citrus hops in the nose and really nothing else. Let's go ahead and get a taste on it, guys. Cheers. Okay. I'm getting more of a roasted malt character in there now. It is a lot more subdued. It's, to be honest, I mean, that mouthfeel on it is really thin, even for a porter. Because porters tend to be a little thinner on the mouthfeel compared to stouts. But I mean, even the flavor seems to be a little watered down as far as the roasted malt characteristic. It's almost as if you took like an IPA, colored it, colored it black, and poured in just a little bit of a porter in there just to give it a slight roasted malt characteristic. That bitterness has come out a little bit. Although I have to be honest, that citrus hop aroma and that citrus flavor has subdued slightly, which has let that roasted malt come out a little bit. However, with it being out of the fridge for over an hour now, I would have think it would have developed a lot more than what it has, which is bizarre. And I've had some Heavy Seas make some good beers. It's just, I don't think they really fit the style that they're going for. Maybe it's just me and my palate. I've had their barley wine aged in Cabernet barrels, and I don't know, that tasted really bizarre. It almost tasted sort of like, I don't know, like alcoholic sweet tarts, you know, that hard sugary candy, fruity sugary candy. And I've had their Peg Leg Imperial Stout. They had more characteristics of a brown ale than an Imperial Stout. This, to be honest, I mean, extremely watery mouthfeel. It has more characteristics of, say, like a pale ale or a hoppy pale ale or even an IPA, and just been colored black or brown food coloring put in it. But it does have a good hoppy flavor, to be honest. However, it kills me that it doesn't fit the style that's on the label, and that's going to kill the grade, and it drives me nuts. I think, to be honest, I think they put more attention into the label, you know, and the artwork that's on the beer bottles and on the packaging than what they do to the for the beer itself, and that really lets us down as craft beer fanatics, because you're like, oh man, that beer sounds awesome. You get it home, crack it open, throw it in a glass, you drink it, you're like, well, it's good, but let's let it develop and warm up a little bit and see what happens. And it's like, okay, you're really not going anywhere with this, and it definitely doesn't fit the style that's on the bottle. But I tell you what, I mean, you look at it, I mean, really nice label there. I'm not sure if those are hop vines growing in there or what. And then the Heavy Seas logo is pretty awesome. The side of it says Mutiny Fleet. The Mutiny Fleet was birthed by Heavy Seas brewers who were discovered secretly brewing small batches of big beers to amuse the palates of their fellow crew. Anyways, you know what? Because it does have a really nice fresh hop flavor. That's going to give it points. But to be honest, guys, does not fit the beer style that's on the label. And for a porter, extremely watery mouthfeel. Extremely watery mouthfeel. I do like slightly thicker porters, but I know a lot of people out there is like, oh, it's a little thin for a porter, you know, that little thing. But you know, porters are thin on the mouthfeel compared to stouts, especially. Stouts can be almost chewy at times. But scale of 1 to 10, guys. I don't know. It's scale of 1 to 10. It's got to be a 2. I believe that's the lowest grade I've ever given a beer. That's an F, guys. With a 1 being, don't buy this. You'll be wasting your money, and it darn near borderline that. To be honest, I give it props for having a good hoppy, fresh hoppy flavor, but even then some, it is somewhat subdued, and I think that's purposeful because they didn't want to overpower the beer. But then again, there's really no roasted character to it. Even after an hour of warming, it only developed into subtle hints of roasted character. Yeah, guys, 2 out of 10. I don't tell you. I'm sure I'll finish it. Shoot, maybe. I mean, if it does develop something in the next half an hour or so, that's going to take me to finish it, because it's not that great of a beer. It's going to take me that long at least. I'll turn the camera on and let you guys know. But for right now, see, even their caps are cool with the skull and crossbones on it. But anyways, guys, get out of here. It's been Heavy Seas 2011 Hop Harvest. It's the fresh hop porter. 2 out of 10. We'll go ahead and get out of here, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching.